I'm good if you're good. My name's Melissa Burns. I'm a music, technology, and arts integration specialist in the Louis Riel School Division in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'm also the president and founder of Middle Years Esport Manitoba and the Canadian Middle School Esport Association, which encompass esports in schools. This past year has asked our entire profession to really stretch and change a lot out of necessity. And something that has been a big takeaway for me is the difference between the necessity to change and the choice to grow. Change will happen regardless, but we have the opportunity to take that change and to grow from it. And so what we've seen is how everybody has had to learn how to use technology, but our step going forward will be to see if we are able to now transition into infusing technology into our pedagogy and allowing it to really transform education. And technology provides us an opportunity to really connect with our students in meaningful ways where we are actually meeting them where they are instead of trying to force them into this other mold that we call education. Esports aren't just about playing video games. It is so much more than that. It encompasses so much and has so much pedagogical potential. We're seeing obvious connections into STEM, but we're also seeing the growth of soft skills. We're seeing 21st century skill development. We're seeing, especially with middle schoolers, the opportunity to really develop their social emotional learning. And a big one throughout all this has been digital citizenship, because these are real life experiences for them. And video games have a bad reputation for being pretty toxic environments and people are really negative, but that shouldn't be a reason that we as educators ignore it. It's the reason we need to bring it in, because by bringing esports into our schools and into our classrooms, all of a sudden they're able to have those real life experiences. And when something isn't working, we can have the conversation with them and change the script. We can flip that conversation. And instead of it ending as a negative experience, all of a sudden we have a growing and teachable moment for our students. And it's been so incredible to see them take those skills that we're giving them in that scholastic esports environment and be able to adapt them to their everyday gaming. My favorite technology tool has hands down been Microsoft Teams. It is my one-stop shop for absolutely everything, and not just for my classroom. I have to say that the assignments tool has been a total game changer, and I can't imagine ever not using that ever again. But I love the way that it so seamlessly integrates with so many different applications so that my students don't actually have to leave that spot. They can do everything within that one place. And so Microsoft Teams has been really great for that. But I also use it for all of my esports as well, because it allows us to have a space where just the kids that are gaming and competing have a space where we can post all of our upcoming events. We can have all of our practices all there, and there's a transcript of what's going on. And so it adds in another level of accountability for these students, but it also allows them a place to learn and grow. Do you want me to redo that answer because of the bell? I've really loved seeing how they're taking control of the praise tool and that they're using it to encourage each other and support each other, and that we're really able to foster a positive digital space because of Teams. And something that I really love working into my practice with both my esports teams but also with my classrooms is that I always add a channel that I call respectful and random. And the way that I have it set up and the way that I talk about it with my students is that in a regular classroom, physical classroom setting, there's a lot of chatter that is off topic, that has nothing to do with what we're learning, but is so necessary to the classroom environment. And so our digital classroom spaces need to have that too. So that respectful and random section of our team allows them to post cat memes and have those off-topic conversations with the expectation of keeping it respectful, just like we do with all the rest of our classroom experiences. And it's been such an incredible way to develop the students' belonging and community, even when we're not together.